Chances are, if you're watching this, you're into the gym. Whether you've just started, you're a couple months or a couple years in, but there's an extremely high chance that you fall into one of these two categories. Number one, you want to look better, and number two, you're making mistakes that are stopping you from looking better. If we went back to 2017, when I started the gym, I was 50 kilos. I had no clue what I was doing. I was really skinny. I wouldn't even wear short sleeve shirts because I was too insecure about my arms. Fast forward to today, 2023, I'm 80 kilos. I fit into large shirts comfortably, and I'm pretty sure I know what I'm doing. I'm quite confident with the way that I look. But if we go through the years and look at the first half of progress I made to the second half of progress I made, we can very confidently say three things. Number one, I know how to build a lot of muscle. Number two, I know how to lose a lot of fat. And number three, I learned a lot more in the second half than I did in the first half of progress. Obviously, I can't go back in time, and I wish I knew what I knew now, but that's what I'm here to tell you. And if you apply these 5 things that I'm going to tell you, I guarantee you're going to make much better and faster results than you currently are. So here are the 5 brutally honest things I wish I knew when I started going to the gym. All in all, a lack of consistency is one of the worst things that you could possibly do. And when that shows up in your training plan, then problems start to happen. The thing is, it's not surprising. You go online to try and find the right training program, and anyone with a 6-pack and over 1,000 followers is trying to sell you a plan. So you keep on jumping from one to another, because those people that sell you the programs, they don't look the way they look because of how they program. They make programs because of how they look. What people don't talk about enough is what the perfect program actually consists of. I made a video about this. I'm going to put it somewhere up here if you want to check that out. But in short, the perfect program does these 3 things. You progressive overload, you're recovering, and you're enjoying it, so you stick to the exercises that you're doing. It's really easy to get caught up trying to do everything perfect, but theoretically, if you had the perfect training program, but you only did it for 3-4 weeks, and then you move on to the next perfect training program, you would be worse off than someone who had a half-decent program, but stuck to the same exercises and just progressed at those. The most important thing is consistency, and if you're still stuck looking for a program, I have a free one in my Instagram bio. Just click that, you can download. There's 2 programs there for you. This one's very important. Let me tell you a quick story, right? A couple years back, I walk into the gym, some girls I know walk in and some guys I know walk in, right? I'm not particularly even friends with them, but they know I go to the gym and I want to impress them, right? So I'm going over to do some RDLs, right? And in typical fashion, my ego got over me. I slump on 20 kilos more than I should have done, and then my back's injured for 4 to 6 weeks. The problem is my ego got a hold of me, and as a result of that, I had to drop the weight back even further and then build it back again with proper form without hurting myself. The thing is, it can be really easy slumping weight on the bar or picking up dumbbells that are too heavy for you, but at the end of the day, if it's not a weight that you can stick to and consistently progress at, it's never going to end well. The best thing for you to know is to remember that there's always going to be people stronger than you. There's people that sacrifice the way they look, putting on a lot more fat tissue than most of us, just to be stronger, and that's not worth it in my eyes. So logically, the most effective thing you can do to build muscle and get stronger is drop the weight down to something that is still challenging, but you can do it for the amount of reps you set, and then slowly build that up with more weight and more reps over time, and I guarantee you're going to build significantly more muscle, get stronger, because you're doing it all with proper form, so there's no risk of injury. As you saw in my first few years of lifting, I gained a lot of size, but I gained a lot of fat as well. My insecurities transferred from being too skinny and not fitting into t-shirts to having too much fat on my body and actually having rolls on my neck, rolls on my stomach, and I actually felt worse then than I did at the start. And frankly, these are the consequences that can happen of not knowing how to eat, because the internet's not going to tell you, but I will. Every skinny kid or people that are trying to build muscle are just told, eat big to get big, right? I used to work at Waitrose, supermarket, England, cool. And I used to get things like cake for lunch, a litre of a milkshake, I'd be getting multiple sandwiches, and that's just all for lunch. And I ate like that day in, day out, meal 1, 2, 3, 4s and 5, without a care in the world. And you combine that with being less active, being a bit stressed, going out with your social life too much, and you gain a lot of fat. And then when I finally decided, right, I need to go lose some fat now, I did it with relative success, right? But I didn't do it to the best of my ability because I didn't know how to eat. I cut calories too much, I was doing too much cardio, I was cutting out foods that I liked, and it all became too complicated. The desperation of trying to get out of that situation of being a bit too fat than I liked led to desperate decisions, which led to poor results. With your calories, don't go extreme. Do not starve yourself. Do not go overboard of eating too much. Just go 300 to 500 calories either side of your maintenance. Then monitor your body weight for 3 to 4 weeks. If it's going in the right direction, stick to that. If it's not, plus minus 100 to 200 and then reassess the situation. I promise, if you do it like this, you'll be able to stick to it and you're actually going to get the results that you want. This is still the reason why I blame myself for not getting to 6 foot tall. So if you want to look better and want to get taller, you need to listen to this one. Sleep is like a natural super drug for your body. To build muscle effectively, you need to progressive overload and recover. The better you recover, the more progressive overload you can do. And also with fat loss, sleep plays a massive factor with your hunger hormones. Ghrelin, I talk about that in another video, I'll put that somewhere up here, go check it out. But in short, the better you sleep, the better for your hormone regulation, the better for minimizing stress, and overall just amazing for you. The dilemma with sleep is you don't actually see the impact it's having, and that's why you sleep on it. But just because you don't see it doesn't mean it's not making a massive impact. If effective sleep was sold in a pill, it'd be the most expensive and we'd all buy it. That's how important it is. But you get it for free. All you've got to do is switch your phone off an hour before bed, aim to get 7 to 9 hours sleep at night, and you will see the difference. If not physically, you will mentally. This is probably the worst mistake of them all. This is the one that I sit there and look back and think, if only I did this sooner, I'd probably look amazing. You go to the gym with no idea where you're at or whether you're progressing or not, it's never going to help you out. By tracking your progress, not only can you mathematically guarantee you get results, but you're going to feel so much better about yourself because you can see on paper or on your phone that you're progressing every single week. The flip side to tracking your progress is you just go around in circles and you get more frustrated because you don't know why you're not moving one step forward. And inevitably that can lead to you getting frustrated when you see people that you know and people online looking the way they do and progressing, and you have no idea what they're doing that you're not. That one was a bit of internalized hate on myself because I truly know that if I tracked my progress along the way, trying to do better each time by going for more reps when I was on my lifts, or trying to go for an extra kilo, or tracking my body weight, making sure it's going in the right direction, I would have been so much better off. A bit of practical advice, get a journal, write down your exercises, write down sets and reps, and just try and get one more each time or go for an extra kilo. As much as I love to do the work for you, I can't, but I guarantee if you apply these 5 things, you're going to see a significant difference in your progress. It's going to be way better than it is now. So the only thing more you can do is follow me on Instagram, subscribe for more regular content, and have a great day.